What's good? What's good? What's good, Raven Nation? Oh, they're not sending out my notifications, huh? I see they're not sending out my notifications today. Chosen Kings, what's up? Maestro, what's up, family? So I appreciate it. It was very inspiring. Salute, family. Appreciate you. I need y'all to go subscribe to my other channel. Mo 2013, what up? Jones 2, what up, family? Yeah, they're not sending out my notifications. Now, God, what's up, family? Zoza, what up, family? Squiggy Pimp, what's up, family? Jay Blizzy, what's up, family? So now I wanted to talk about this topic, right? Because I think that it's just, I find it to be absolutely silly. I find it to be lazy. That's what I do. I find it to be lazy. I find it to be very silly. Tyler, what's up, family? DP Rocker, what's up? KU, what's up, family? You know, I want the detractors to come on here, but they're not going to do it. They are not, you know. They're not gonna. Mr. VA Fitted, what up, family? Only 2 bites. What's up? Appreciate you. Only 2 bites. Rod Holman, what's up, family? Yeah, man. I find this very lazy. DJ brother Dean, what's up, family? I find it very lazy analogy that people will say that Devin Haney is afraid of Keyshawn Davis. That's very lazy. It's a very lazy analogy. Why is it lazy, Blue? For multiple reasons, it's a very, very lazy analogy. If Devin Haney was so afraid of Keyshawn, right? Then how come Shakur Stevenson? How do you see Keyshawn versus Haney? I see Haney 7-5. Vernell, what's up, family? I don't want to get into who I think will win or how they win, etc., etc. But I do want to get into the meat and potatoes of this, right? Or the foreplay of it. Callia World, peace and blessings, Queen. King Grayson, what's up, family? It's a very, very lazy analogy that I'm hearing people say that, oh, he's scared of Keyshawn. Well, if Devin was scared of Keyshawn, like they say, then how come Freedom March? What's up, family? Salute my brother Freedom March. If he's scared of Keyshawn, like everybody would lead you to believe, you know, it's getting very fatiguing that all this disdain that people have and detractors for Devin Haney, it gets very, very fatiguing now. It's like, bro, enough is enough. Enough is enough. So when does Devin Haney get credit for anything? Every time this dude do something, y'all trying to discredit him. He beat Lomachenko. Well, he didn't really beat him. He beat Brian Norman. Well, Brian Norman is too green. But in the lead up to all of this, y'all have 10,000 damn excuses. Not to mention, Devin simply said, I'll fight Keyshawn and Shakur. It don't matter what order, as long as they both signed to fight me. Now, I'm no genius. But shouldn't Keyshawn take offense to that and say, oh, you think I'm easy pickings? Because, Lone Star, what up? Because you would choose to fight me as long as Shakur signs the fight. That means that you think that you guaranteeing you going to beat me to fight Shakur. You ain't got to be a genius to understand that, do you? Do you got to be a world champion to understand that analogy I just laid out? Shouldn't Keyshawn take offense to that? Hold on. You signing the fight, this dude, after you fight me, before you even fight me? That sounds like a man that's scared? No, it sounds like the other way around, right? Because if Shakur truly believed that Keyshawn is going to beat Devin Haney in his core, then why didn't Shakur sign the contract and say, you know what, I'll agree to fight you because me and you ain't never going to fight because Keyshawn's going to beat you? Why didn't he call his bluff? I mean, why didn't he call his bluff? If you don't think he's even getting to that level, then why not call his bluff? And say, yeah, no problem, I'll sign. Straight Facts Boxing, what up? Yeah, no problem, I'll sign to do that because me and you ain't going to fight because my money on Keyshawn anyway. But they're not truly confident. Keyshawn is, and this is no slight or disrespect to Keyshawn, because it'll come across as if I don't like Keyshawn or I'm hating on Keyshawn. Mike Too Shady, what's up? That's how it'll come across. Jesus Valdez Carranza workout. What up, family? So why don't Shakur call his bluff? Quest for knowledge, what's up? Why isn't anybody saying, hey, man, call his bluff and sign the contract, and we know we're going to get Keyshawn first? And then let Devin say, nah, I ain't going to fight Keyshawn. Then you can say he's ducking Keyshawn, right? Can't you say that now? King Shah said, but Shakur doesn't want to move up. Why force it? Well, it's not forcing it if he don't believe that Devin is going to beat Keyshawn, right? Ricky Beaver, what's up? How's it? Salute to my brother Jesus Valdez Carranza in the super chat. Much love, family. Alan Day Sr. said, last time I checked, last time Shakur called Dev bluff, he dropped the title and ran out the division. You sound silly. You sound absolutely silly. See, this is the thing I don't like about the sport of boxing, when people don't educate themselves or choose or pick and choose what they want to hear. When did Devin vacate the belts and run out the division? You sound absolutely silly. You sound uneducated. You sound very not so smart. C Money Best Style, what's up? How did he drop the belt and run out of division when he made him an offer, the same offer he took to fight George Kambosos? He made him the same exact offer and said, if you want me to sacrifice, I'll stay in the division and you take the offer that I took to fight Kambosos. He didn't offer that, man. Y'all sound absolutely bizarre and bozos. DeMarcus Martin, what's up? He didn't offer him something that he didn't take. Eric Cole, salute. Eric Cole, what's up, family? So how did he run out the division? When he made him an offer, he already said he was leaving the division. He said, and Shakur made the petition WBC. What the hell did WBC got to do with it when Devin Haney was undisputed? Start using your own brain, brother. Corey Goodlow, what's up? See, this is what I'm talking about these boxing fans. Y'all regurgitate nonsense instead of using your own common sense. He's giving them an opportunity to fight for undisputed. Shakia Fields, peace of blessing, Queen. How you feeling today? Giving him the opportunity to fight for undisputed, giving him the same deal he took. He's not offering something he wouldn't do. Y'all sound moronic. If I have to run 10 miles to fight for undisputed, I run 10 miles and fight for undisputed and win. And now I say, to give you the opportunity, you got to run 10 miles and fight me for undisputed. And then you say, well, I got to run 10 miles. And then I say, okay, well, you don't want to fight. Oh, see, you don't really want to fight me. You sound dumb. He just made the man the offer, the same exact offer he took. He didn't make him an offer he didn't take. He didn't make him. Y'all run around with this silly, moronic narrative. Oh, Devin Haney tried to lowball Shakur. Well, George Kambosos then lowballed Devin Haney, and Devin Haney took the deal and called his bluff, and then went over to Australia twice and beat him for the belt and came back. Now, Devin saying, I had to sacrifice, so now you got to sacrifice for me to sacrifice again. Because Devin told us it's hard to make the weight fighting Lomachenko. But okay, you want me to sacrifice and stay here again? No problem. You're going to take the same deal I had to take to fight Kambosos. And to make it worse, make matters worse, you ain't even got to go to Australia. We're going to do it right here on your soil. But Devin is lowballing him? You sound moronic. Mayas, peace and blessings. Convos with Cam, peace and blessings, Queen. How you feeling, beautiful Queen in the building? Alexa Shield Jones, what's up? But this is how moronic these fans are in the sport of boxing. Part boy banging, salute, family. George Quillis, what's up? King Shaw said, why the hell? Goodbye. I don't want to talk to you no more. Now you're going to front. See, this is what I'm talking about. Stupidity is contagious, and I'm not going down that path with you. Go have a seat at the kiddie table. King Grayson, what's up? Alan Day, go have several seats at the kiddie table. You're not very bright either. So did Devin fight at the division again? Goodbye. I don't want idiots here. I want people there that know sport of boxing. If I give you common sense and break it down, you still talking off the wall, go have a seat at the kiddie table. Goodbye. Tremel Browning, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. Salute my brother Blue. The Stevenson fans need to stop it. Stevenson, his last video, he said he ready to fight Haney at 144. The protecting needs to stop. It's nasty work, bro. It doesn't matter how much education you give people. They choose to be ignorant. You see the brother just say, oh, yeah, well, but I'm saying, how many fights did Devin have? Why would he stay there? What was he staying there for? He made Shakur offer. Shakur turned it down. Shakur himself even said, I should have called his bluff and took the deal. But you morons are still coming here talking about, well, yeah, you see, he ducked him. He ducked him. Y'all wear helmets and pee on yourself. That's what happens. I know what kind of people you are. Bizzo128, what up? Buddha 5537, what's up? So why he move up when Shakur got the percent he wanted? Devin, goodbye. If you regurgitate nonsense without using your common sense, you will be sitting at the kiddie table. That's just that's just it is what it is. SR 518, what's up? Cappy Cool, what's up? He said, call me up, Blue. Call you up to what? Twiz, West Philly in the building. What's up, family? Same old, man. Trying to age backwards. That's all. I'm just here trying to age backwards, great brother. Brother said, call me up, Blue. Call you up to do what? What you want to chop it up about? I need to know ahead of time. I need to know ahead of time. I only want detractors up here. I want to make an example out of detractors. I got to know ahead of time. It's a waste of time, bro. It's no disrespect and no slight, bro. People come up here just to waste my time. I don't feel like wasting my time. It's Sunday. Is Errol Spence stuck in that? Stuck in what? Since Shakur signed with Zuffa, any news on him fighting at 147? Nah, not yet. He said, I want to understand what we on. Gerald Freeman, what's up, family? What we on is that people sound silly, continue to regurgitate nonsense that Devin Haney is afraid of Keyshawn Davis. That sounds silly. Let me ask y'all a question. Because this doesn't reside in any other sport. Only in boxing can you say, in boxing, like I tell y'all, elephants fly, critical toe, what's up? It's fantasy land. You can make up any narrative you want in boxing. Anything you want. There is no morals in the sport of boxing. There is no nobody have any type of standards. People will get on here and just flat out lie. It's just disgusting. It is completely fantasy land, right? Elephants fly, unicorns exist. In no other sport. This is why other sports don't respect the sport of boxing. This is why other sports don't respect the sport of boxing. This is why platforms like ESPN got out the business of the sport of boxing. Let me show y'all another example. PBC signs to DAZN, right? Convo with Cam. Queen, listen to this because you're somebody who's very knowledgeable. I listen to your videos. I like to listen to your knowledge. But just listen to this, right? He said, you don't see him calling out nobody else but people he thinks is licks. Who are you referring to? Who are you referring to? Aki, what's up, family? What are you talking about? Who are you referring to? I don't want to jump the gun. But listen to this. Foot 718 is Brooklyn in the house without a doubt. Convo with Cam. Who's let? You don't see him calling out nobody else but people he thinks are licks. You saying Keyshawn thinks Devin is a lick? Or you saying Devin, who you saying, who's the lick? But listen to this, right? Convos with Cam. I want to speak to the queens because, it's ironic, right? Women are the emotional creatures out of the two men, out of men versus females, human beings. Yet on here, men are far more emotional. Chris Burrell, what's up? Now listen to this, right? Convo with Cam. Now, I talked to Bill, and Bill said that they're negotiating with Top Rank to make the fight happen with Keyshawn, and they haven't even gotten close to the point of talking about him vacating the belt. They're talking about the money and the split, but yet people continue to say that Devin is scared of Keyshawn. This is how bizarre this is. Bill is actually negotiating a fight with Keyshawn, and yet people are running around talking about he's scared of Keyshawn. Levon Space, what's up? But back to regular schedule broker. Okay, convo with Cam. Check this out, right, Queen? PBC signs to DAZN. Everybody in boxing on that side is high-fiving and chest bumping and celebrating, talking about they are happy and excited that all the big promotional companies are under one banner, right? And I want y'all to understand how bizarre this is. They are all celebrating getting a divorce. They are celebrating their significant other leaving them. Let me say it to y'all again. They are celebrating their significant others leaving them with nothing. What the hell are they celebrating? They didn't volunteer to be on DAZN. Nobody else wanted them. They got kicked out and divorced. And now they walking in the party. Yo, I'm here. I'm here. Yo, I'm here. I'm here. You didn't want to be here. She left you. You got kicked out. Oh, man. Finally, we all under one banner. Yeah, because ain't nobody else wants you. Nobody else wanted you. She left you. So you kicking it with your homeboys because all y'all significant, all y'all women who y'all wanted, and guess what? Y'all bragged about having these women, these beautiful queens. Y'all bragged about having them. Y'all celebrated about having them. They are women. This is my belief. You know, women are creators here on earth. They are the creator here on earth that walks amongst us, right? So you celebrating the woman, you and your homeboys was chasing these women. Y'all got them. Then the women left you. D-Boy Dad, what up? Randall Anderson, what's up? And now you with your homeboys high-fiving and chest bumping? And none of y'all wanted to be there? Big Dog Willie, what's up? None of y'all wanted to be there. And now y'all walking in the party, high-fiving each other, acting like y'all wanted to be there. You all wanted to be at home making sweet love to that beautiful woman. ESPN left Top Rank. Amazon kicked PBC to the side. Matchroom never had a home, but DAZN. Golden Boy got kicked to the curb 10,000 times over and over again. And y'all celebrating? Isn't that crazy? Doughboy Ego, what up? Doesn't that sound ridiculous that they would be celebrating and acting like they want to be there? when they didn't have a choice? Jimmy Bernard, what up? Cappy Cool. You said, come on, G. Come on, G, what? What are you talking about? Doesn't that sound bizarre? The Zone is celebrating because they like, hey, bro, we told you was going to end up with us. The Zone was the homeboy that was hating on y'all when y'all was married to the beautiful women and saying y'all gonna be right here with us. Y'all not even understanding what I'm saying, bro. Y'all not even picking up what I'm putting down, like the Queen just said. The Zone was the one saying, y'all will be over here with me sooner or later. You can have all the pretty women you want, but eventually you're going to have to come to me and chill with me. We're going to kick it and drink old English, 40s. And now they on the corner with old English and 40s, and now they acting like they plan to be on the corner. Man, come on, man. Only in boxing. This only happens in boxing. This don't happen nowhere else. Only in boxing. This don't exist in no other sport. Only in boxing. Cedric Bowell, what's up? Only in boxing this exists. Again, like I said, Mansa Musa, what's up? Like I told y'all, only in boxing, elephants fly, unicorns exist, frogs talk. Carlos Dixon, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. He said, what up, Blue? What's up with you, family? Salute. Appreciate you. King DJ Tricks, what's up? Make this make sense. So now I want y'all to understand something. Devin says, give me Keyshawn and Shakur in no particular order. I'd rather fight Shakur first because the bigger fight. It's a legacy fight. But no problem. If I got to fight little brother first and then get big brother, I have no problem with that. Let's do a double contract. You have morons on here. D2215, what up? You got people on here. T. Wright, what up, family? You got people on here saying, see, Devin Haney ducking. Or do you wear a helmet and a diaper? Or they'll tell you this. That ain't never existed before. You had Jay Prince, who's been in the sport of boxing for years. Jay Prince sat there and told y'all he never heard of that before. Do y'all know that Gervonta Tank Davis announced his fight with Ryan Garcia later on in the year was a done deal, and then Tank Davis announced that he was fighting Hector Garcia first? Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that? Sugar Free Mars, peace and blessings, Queen. How you feeling today? Oh, I know I'm on a roll tonight. Jazzy Souls, what's up? I got the queens, the educated queens in the building. Not that you all are not educated. That didn't sound right. I stand corrected. Southwest Dice, what's up, Philly? That didn't even sound right. All of you queens are educated. But Tank Davis announced his fight with Ryan Garcia, and told you, I'm fighting Ryan Garcia in April. Ryan Garcia and Tank announced their fight in April. They announced it in November. Uh-oh. I'm about to hurt some feelings now. I'm about to hurt some feelings. Tank and Ryan announced that they was fighting in April in November. Then Tank came out and announced, after announcing to the world that he was fighting Ryan Garcia in April, Tank Davis announces, I'm fighting Hector Garcia. Garcia versus Garcia. How ironic is that? I'm fighting Hector Garcia in January as a tune-up. And then I'm going to fight Ryan in April. We already knew he was fighting Ryan. He already announced that. St. Louis Mick, what up? So they announced the Ryan Garcia fight before they announced the Hector Garcia fight. And the Hector Garcia fight was before the Ryan Garcia fight. Y'all not even hearing me. So when people sit here and tell you they never heard of that, isn't that silly? Because we watched Tank Davis sign a 2-fight contract to fight Hector Garcia first in January and Ryan Garcia in April. But they told you they ain't never heard nobody do that before. Now, check this out. But wait, there's more. My Egypt, peace and blessings, Queen. So he announced that fight. Ryan Garcia got upset. Uh-oh. Sugar-free Mars, they ain't hearing me, Queen. Ryan Garcia got mad and said, if he could have a tune-up before our fight, then I should be allowed to have a tune-up before our fight too. Remember that? Eagle fan, what's up? Johnny Elegant, what's up? Ryan Garcia said if he could do a tune-up before our fight, then I'm going to do a tune-up at the same time he fighting Hector Garcia. I'm going to have a tune-up as well before our fight. Remember, Ryan even scheduled the fight. Remember, Ryan scheduled the fight, and Oscar said that might not be it might be a good idea so he can stay active. Colin Frederick, what's up? But remember, I forgot who Ryan Garcia was getting ready to fight. And then Ryan Garcia pulled out of that fight and said, no, I'm just going to focus on the Tank Davis fight. Let him do his tune-up, which was Hector Garcia fight. After Hector Garcia had beaten, what's his name? Little B-Hop, Christopher Colbert. But I thought they told you that's never been done before. I'm going to do you one better. This is how worse, this is how bad it gets. Andre Ward, Shakur Stevenson's mentor, he had a deal in place to fight Sergey Kovalev, but before he already signed to fight Sergey Kovalev. But then he had a deal to sign tune-ups before the Kovalev fight. Buddha 5537 said, Blue, that was on 2 different contracts, though. What makes you think? This is why I tell y'all to use your own common sense, man. How could it legally be on the same contract? It's an agreement. Shakur's contract is going to be separate than Keyshawn's contract. It ain't gonna be the same pay. He just wants Shakur to sign a contract agreeing that if he fights Keyshawn, that he's going to fight him next. PKTK, what's up? It's not going to be on the same contract where they splitting the same money. Keep it trail, what's up? Oh, yeah, it was Javier Fortuna. It would still be two separate contracts. It would just be an agreement in place where Shakur Stevenson legally agrees and signs, Devin Haney fights Keyshawn and beats him, I got to fight him next. That's all. So Shakur could have easily put in a contract, if Devin lose, then I don't have to fight Devin Haney. And Devin would agree to that. So the question is, I'm asking y'all, is why didn't Shakur call his bluff if he believed in Keyshawn? If he believed that Devin is ducking Keyshawn, then why didn't he sign that agreement? Because it wouldn't matter. Because guess what? It gets worse. Hey, bro. This is why I don't have to tell y'all I'm the best at this. I don't have to tell y'all I'm the best at this. Y'all know I'm the best at this. I don't have to say that. Listen to this. Shakur just did a hit list yesterday. The dude asked Shakur, what 4 fighters do you absolutely want to fight next? Somebody tell me who he named. As a matter of fact, dude said, can you give me your 5 fighters that you want to fight? And what did Shakur say? I can't give you 5, but I could give you 4. What's the 4 fighters, he said? Devin, Tank, Anton Russell, and Lamont Roach. So guess what? Uh-oh. Hey, bro, I need to bring back I need my board, my soundboard. Uh-oh. That means you getting a guy on your hit list one way or another, right? If you sign, you getting what you want regardless. Quest for knowledge, what's up? You're getting what you want regardless. If you sign, you get Keyshawn to fight Devin like you want for the belt. And if Keyshawn loses, you get Devin Haney, who's on your hit list anyway. It's a win-win for Shakur, isn't it? Wouldn't that be a win-win for Shakur? I'm no genius. I ain't the sharpest tool in the toolbox. But wouldn't that be a win-win for Shakur? PGA's Big Dog, what up? So the question is, why don't Shakur call Devin Haney's bluff if he think that Devin Haney is afraid of Keyshawn? If you think that Devin is afraid of Keyshawn, then why don't you call his bluff? It's a win-win for you. Hey, bro, Keyshawn, I'm going to make sure you get the Devin fight. You know how? Because you my brother. That's what he said. Keyshawn, my brother. I don't want to step on his toes. Keyshawn, let me debunk another thing. Montana, what up? Let me debunk something else. This sounds ridiculous. That Shakur continues to push out this rhetoric, right? He continues to say, I don't want to step on Keyshawn's toes. So if Devin dropped the belt, I'll fight Devin. As if Keyshawn wants to just the belt. No, Keyshawn wants to fight Devin Haney for the belt. Keyshawn don't want to fight for the vacant belt. He wants the name that's attached to the belt. So why are you trying to make it seem like if the belt is not involved, you not stepping on his toes? Muscle Up Kev, what's up? Chilltown Major, what's up? Kurt Robinson, what's up? Iron Event, what's up? Somebody explain that to me. D-Boy Dad, what up? Muscle Up Kev, my brother, what's up, family? Greenhold Dunham, what up? So now that ain't stepping on his toes. Hollywood Leon, what's up, family? He ain't gonna never interview with me. He will never interview with me because that don't work with me. He gonna interview with Shannon Sharp, who he can say is ignorant in the sport of boxing. He could never say that to me. I've been watching the sport of boxing before he was born. After he sat there at Crack World, what's up, family, and told the world he didn't even know who Marvin Hagler was. Why y'all ain't tell me Marvin Hagler was this cold? He said Sugar Ray Robinson was trash. He said Floyd Mayweather will whitewash Sugar Ray Robinson. Did y'all see Andre Ward? Shouts out to Bruce Vane. Did y'all see, he made that video, Bruce Vane. If y'all ain't see that video Bruce Vane made about Andre Ward and Shakur Stevenson, when Shakur said that Floyd will whitewash Sugar Ray Robinson. And Andre Ward said, Shakur, I'm talking about Sugar Ray Robinson. And he said, yeah, no, I know who you're talking about. It won't even be close. What? And I love Floyd. That sounds ridiculous. Did y'all see Andre Ward's face? Andre Ward was like, bruh. But again, they don't want to. They know Shakur is sensitive. They know Shakur is sensitive. And they just don't want to. Terrence Crawford, Andre Ward, they know he's sensitive. They just don't want, they ain't going, it's not necessary for them to go down that path. They ain't going to argue. They ain't going to do that. It'll ruin their relationship. So they just let them be. Troll Slayer, what's up? Now I'm sure they probably check them on things. I'm not saying they're yes men, but I just think that they just be like, bro, it's not. It is what it is. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying because people are chopped to say, oh, you said that Andre Ward and Terrence Crawford, yes men. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying as little brothers, they understand and they just like, yeah, bro, he is who he is. But for me and for y'all, no, sir. I'm not letting them slide with this nonsense. Kurt Rob, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, for the night brunch, brother, blessings. Salute. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'm going to have my cheat meal. Eastside Easy, what's up? I'm going to have my cheat meal. I'm going to have my Joe 777, what's up? No, he said Sugar Ray Robinson. They was talking about Sugar Ray Robinson, and that's what he said. Sugar Ray Robinson. This dude said, first he said Sugar Ray Robinson was trash. Then he said to Andre Ward, did you see how he fight? He keep his hands like this. Bro ain't never watched Sugar Ray Robinson a day in his life. He don't know. Man, if the historian, a.k.a. Kurt Anderson, a.k.a. Kurt Sugar, a.k.a. the historian, a.k.a. my brother, my former co-host, rest in peace. If Kurt Anderson was here to hear Shakur say that about Sugar Ray Robinson, or I know Kurt is somewhere spinning in his grave, bro. I know Kurt is like, bro, what? Kurt got endless information on Sugar Ray Robinson, bro. For this dude to say, Sugar Ray Robinson created the pound for pound list. He created the pound for pound list. The pound for pound list is created because of Sugar Ray Robinson. Can you imagine Kurt interviewing and Shakur tells him that? That would be diabolical. Google account, what up? So the question is, why y'all running around saying Shakur, Devin is scared of Keyshawn, right? The question is, why don't they call his bluff? Why don't they call his bluff? If Devin is afraid of Keyshawn, Why don't they call his bluff? As simple as that. Shakur's in a win-win. He can say, yo, listen. And listen, like the brother just said, why don't they negotiate? Shakur can negotiate this. Hey, bro, I'll fight you. You beat Keyshawn. Shakur got all the power, like you said. I'm in the driver's seat. Okay, you in the driver's seat, right? So why don't you do this, brother? Word of advice. Why don't you put your brother Keyshawn, like you said, in the best position possible? Why don't you say, listen, you know something? I'm going to fight Gary Anton Russell. Band up. What up, nephew? I'm going to fight Gary Anton Russell because Lamont Roach is not available and Tank Davis ain't fighting you, right? Gary Childress, what's up? And you ain't fighting Devin. You said it's only 4 people. You want Tank, you want Devin, you want Lamont, you want Anton Russell. Anton Russell don't have a fight. And he just called for a fight with you. Bougie, what's up? Gary Anton Russell just said that he will fight you right now. He had his team reach out and you told his team that you got bigger plans. I want y'all to listen to this. This dude told the world that he got a 4-fight hit list. He can't give you 5. 4 big fights that he wants. Lamont Roach, who's fighting William Zepeda next month. Devin Haney, who he's not trying to fight right now because he said Devin Haney is occupied with Keyshawn, right? Tank Davis, we know that's not happening, right? The last guy on the list is Gary Anton Russell. And you said these are the 4 biggest fights. So Gary Anton Russell calls you and said, let's make the fight. And you said, no, you got bigger plans. But you ain't fighting Lamont Roach. You ain't fighting Devin. And you ain't fighting Tank. So you got a chance to check off one of the guys on your hit list. NBA D Nights, what's up? But you don't want to check it off. Big Yo-Yos, what's up? Y'all don't find that odd? That's not strange? Furthermore, you said, I'm in the driver's seat. Okay, you in the driver's seat, right? He ain't fighting no Shaky Forster. So you in the driver's seat. Why don't you call Devin Haney's bluff since he's ducking Keyshawn? Hey, Devin, I will sign and agree to fight you if you fight Keyshawn on my undercard as I fight Gary Anton Russell. If you beat Keyshawn, that's a you making all the money. You in the driver's seat. You in control. The GOAT 9-5, what's up? Right? So fight Keyshawn. Twiz West Philly said, what if he fighting Frank Martin? Frank Martin ain't on his hit list. Why is he fighting Frank Martin over fighting Gary Anton Russell? And Gary Anton Russell is on his hit list, short list. Dude said, give me 5 guys you want to fight. He said, I can't give you 5, but I can give you 4. Devin Haney, Tank Davis, Gary Anton Russell, and Lamont Roach. Lamont Roach fighting William Zepeda next month. He's not available, right? Because he's fighting in August. Then he's not going to fight again till, if he does fight again, it won't be until at least December. So he's not on the list. Devin, you got stipulations and you want him to fight Keyshawn because you said he's scared of Keyshawn. Okay, so he's not available. Tank ain't fighting you unless it's on his terms and when he's ready. Not to mention, Tank's team came out and said that Tank ain't going to be ready to fight until at least March of 2027. So he ain't available even if he wanted to fight. You will have to sit out until next year. But you can unify against Gary Russell right now, and you can call the shots and demand, hey, Devin, you fight Keyshawn as the co-main event, a double main event on my card with Gary Anton Russell. Why not? And you do that, I'll agree to fight you. And then you could put in a contract, if you lose, I don't have to fight you. What's the problem? That would make the fight with him and Devin even bigger, won't it? Because if he beats Gary Anton Russell, he unifies the belt. He has 2 fights at 140. You unified champion now, right? You beat Gary Anton Russell, Devin fighting on the same card. Doesn't that make it bigger? If Devin beats Keyshawn, the storyline is there. If Devin beats Keyshawn as the co-main event, Devin could get in the ring with you after you beat Gary Anton Russell. And y'all can promote the fight. It's even bigger. Why don't you do that? Call his bluff. What's the problem? Guess what? You get to knock off 2 birds with 1 stone. See, I can let y'all tell me. I can let y'all say I'm the best in the business. I ain't got to tell the world I'm the best in the business. Y'all know when I get in my bag, ain't nobody rock with me. You can't. I ain't got no paper. I don't need I ain't need nothing. You get to knock off 2 birds with 1 stone. You get to knock 2 people off your hit list in a matter of months and get a massive paycheck doing it. You get to knock off Anton Russell and Devin Haney. And since you're so small, you shouldn't have a problem going back down to 35 and fighting Lamont Roach and Tank Davis, right? Guess what? You knock off Gary Anton Russell, then you knock off Devin Haney, you guaranteeing a fight with Tank Davis. Am I right? In the meantime, we could demand that Tank rematch Lamont Roach. Hey, bro, listen. Now you beat Gary Anton Russell, you beat Devin Haney, you guarantee the whole world is going to force Tank Davis into a fight with you. Make this make sense. Doesn't that make sense, what I just told y'all? Now, another thing is, people running around talking about, hey, he's trying to fight a smaller guy at 135 instead of fighting Keyshawn. That sounds silly, seeing as though Keyshawn has never fought at 147 his damn self. Not to mention, Keyshawn has only 1 fight at 140 more than Shakur. Shakur got 1 fight against what people think to be the face of 140 or top 2 best 140 pounds in Tio, right? Keyshawn beat a rematch with Nair Albright that don't even count, that he missed weight with. Nobody wanted to see that. And he beat Jermaine Ortiz. I'm not saying Keyshawn is not a monster. Hen Dog, what's up? And this is not a knock against Keyshawn. I'm just pointing out the obvious. Keyshawn has never fought at 147. So please explain to me how Devin Haney is picking on the smaller guy to fight the smaller guy. Is Keyshawn not smaller than Devin Haney? Listen, let me ask y'all a question. Is Keyshawn not smaller than Devin Haney? Just like Shakur is smaller than Devin Haney. Right now, Shakur and Keyshawn fight at the same weight class, 140. When Terrence Crawford moved from 154 to 168, and I say essentially 3 weight classes, and people say, no, it's only 2. He fight at 154, 60 and 68. Liba 9-6, what's up? Rafael 30 Deuce, what's up? Okay, so for all the Captain Technicals, Captain Literals, then that means that Shakur is a 40-pounder who's a world champion who can still make possibly 35. Crajon Pickett, what's up? Right? But he fights. He's a champion at 140. How many belts Keyshawn got at 140? Oh, that's right. None. How many top 10 fighters Keyshawn fought at 140? Oh, that's right. None. Where's Keyshawn ranked top 10 pound for pound? Oh, that's right. He's not. Edward Torres, what's up? King Alley, what's up? So let me get this straight. Sugar-free Mars. I ain't the smartest person in the room. And if I was, then I need to leave the room. Ski Mask Huggins, what's up? But Sugar-free Mars. Keyshawn ain't top 10 pound for pound. He got half the fight Shakur got. They're the same damn size, essentially. They fight in the same weight class. Neither one of them is 4 than 147. Shakur is top 5 pound for pound. Some people say he's number 1. But Devin is picking on a smaller guy to duck Keyshawn? Dewan, what's up, family? I'm super confused here. Bounce back, what's up? The math ain't mathing, Queen. So how's he picking on a smaller guy? Now, I want y'all to understand, I talked to Keyshawn's trainer, and we had this conversation. We talked for like an hour and a half. And I said to him, can you definitively tell me that Keyshawn is much bigger than Shakur? And he said no. Can somebody tell me, I asked this question before, show me the proof that Keyshawn is much bigger than Shakur Stevenson? Gary Childress, Keyshawn's the mandatory for Devin. Keyshawn became the mandatory for Devin Haney after Devin Haney was already negotiating to fight Shakur Stevenson. Good try, try again. That don't work with me. Stormy B-Man, Triple OG, Sensei in the building. Salute, family. Keyshawn told you, just like he told me and the rest of the world, I woke up one day and I was the number 1 challenger for the belt. I was surprised. Well, I wasn't surprised because Jay Prince is the manager of Keyshawn and the manager of Shakur. He was negotiating for Shakur. He don't want the Shakur fight for Devin Haney. He told you that 10,000 times over. So what did they do? They petitioned the WBO to allow Keyshawn to be the number 1 challenger and then the mandatory, while negotiating a fight for Devin Haney to fight Shakur Stevenson. Come on, man. Don't play with me. Play PlayStation. That don't work with me. G. McCall, what up? Gabe Tichella, what's up? That don't work with me, bro. That may work on these other platforms that don't know the ins and outs. So how is Devin ducking Keyshawn to fight the smaller Shakur Stevenson? And let me ask y'all this question, then I'm going to get out of here. I got to ask y'all one more question. Stop spinning narrative. What's up? I got to ask y'all one more question. Since when? Let me ask y'all this question. Let's say Keyshawn and Shakur wasn't brothers. Oh, I'm not even going to use Keyshawn. Let's say Lomachenko says, you know something? I'm not going to fight Tank Davis. I'm going to fight Shakur. Is he ducking? No. I said that backwards. I'm not going to fight Shakur. I'm going to fight Tank Davis. Would people say that Lomachenko is ducking Shakur? I'm asking for a friend. If Lomachenko right now said, I'm not fighting Shakur, I'm going to fight Tank Davis first, would anybody on this green earth say that Lomachenko is ducking Shakur? Sports Hulk said yes. Guess what? Be very mindful of what you say, because I'm about to send you to the kitty table. Jafari Caesar, my brother in Super Chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said the only reason they want Keyshawn to fight Devin is because they think he can do what Shakur can't do to Devin, even though, of course, on pound for pound list. Nope. Right. So they're going to say that nobody would say that. Can anybody say, imagine this, right? Imagine Sugar Ray Leonard saying, I'm not fighting Marvin Hagler, I'm going to fight Tommy Hearns. And people say, oh, man, see, you scared. You scared. What? What kind of world do we live in the sport of boxing? That sounds correct to y'all? Imagine that. Imagine that. I want y'all to imagine that. Doesn't that sound crazy? Doesn't that sound bizarre? Does that sound correct to y'all? That sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? Hey, bro, I ain't fighting Marvin Hagler. I'm going to fight Tommy Hearns. Oh, see? Sugar Ray Leonard scared of Marvin Hagler. What? And then, again, and I'm not even talking about who would win the fight. See, because people try to spin it. Oh, man, Shakur would beat him, or this person would beat him. I don't care who you think would win. King Ali, what up? I don't care, Big Money, what up? I don't care who you think will win. That sounds ridiculous. And then Shakur came out and he says, Devin Haney can be 20 to 25 pounds heavier than me. I don't care. My skills are better than his. And if Lomachenko could do it, I can do it. That sounds like a person confident. If Lomachenko can do it, I can do it. That don't mean you're confident. And Lomachenko didn't do it. And then you said Lomachenko fight with Devin was a draw. So if Lomachenko fight with Devin was a draw, then it's safe to say that if somebody gave Devin a swing round, then Devin won the fight. It's not a robbery like you said Lomachenko got robbed, Shakur. Y'all not even making this make sense, bro. But y'all going to say I'm a Shakur hater because I point out the obvious. What you eat? Oh, you eating that stuff? It's bizarre. Cool Jazz, what's up, family? You can't make this stuff up. You can't make this up. People telling you, man, he trying to fight the smaller guy. You would think that Keyshawn actually fought at 140. This dude has no fights at 147 and only 15 fights total. Let me say it to y'all again. Sylvester Simon, 2011, what up? Keyshawn has never fought at 147. So how is he not the smaller guy as well? Let me say this to y'all again. Exactly, St. Louis, Mick. Let me say this to y'all again, bro. It's so bizarre to me. It's diabolical. It's bizarre to me. So I want y'all to understand this. Imagine Floyd saying, I want to fight Juan Manuel Marquez. No, I'm going to fight Manny Pacquiao over fight Marquez. I'm right, Andy out. Know what it is. Salute. I'm right, and you know it. Salute, family. Shogun 76, what's up? And then people be like, man, you picking on the smaller guy. They fight in the same weight class. They fight in the same weight class. Shakur is talking about fighting Anton Russell, who's at 140. Easy paperwork, 4K. What up, family? They fight in the same damn weight class. So how is Devin picking on the smaller guy? Somebody show me. I need anybody here to show me how many fights Keyshawn got at 140. Put in the chat how many fights Keyshawn got at 140. Is Keyshawn in the top 10? And I love Keyshawn. I believe he's top 10 pound for pound talent. I'm a big fan of Keyshawn. I think he a dog. But I got to tell the truth. When is Keyshawn? He got 15 fights, one title fight, and never fought at 147, just like Shakur did. So Devin is trying to fight the more accomplished fighter who people say is #1 best fighter in the world and fights in the same division, but he's picking on a smaller guy. Because Shakur says, I'm the smaller guy. And y'all run with this narrative. Because Shakur said so. You can't see with your own eyes. Mike J, what up? So your eyes tell you that Shakur is much smaller. Let me ask y'all this question. Better question. When Shakur is standing next to Keyshawn, when you see Shakur and Keyshawn together, I'm asking this serious people. When you see Shakur and Keyshawn together, do they look like they 2 weight classes apart? No chill. Ty said he missed weight and got stripped at 135. Blue, you bugging out. No, you're very slow. You're not very bright. What does that have to do with being bigger? Shakur missed weight at 130. What does that mean? That means Keyshawn was undisciplined. And Keyshawn told you, I don't have the, essentially what he told you, I don't have the discipline to make weight. I don't like making weight. That's what he told you. The hardest part for me in everything is making weight. That's what he told you. So what are you talking about? So therefore, that's lack of discipline. That has nothing to do with size. So what are you talking about? Stand up, brother. Big Herm, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, Blue, be honest. Keyshawn and Killer and Devin kryptonite today. Day after he lose to Devin, he a cherry pick and Shakur the final boss Devin scared of. Wait, what? Blue, be honest. Keyshawn is a killer and Devin kryptonite today. Day after he lose to Devin, he a cherry pick and Shakur the final boss Devin scared. I don't understand, brother. Living life, what's up? You saying Keyshawn and Shakur is Devin's kryptonite. How would you know that? They never fought. Brian Norman was supposed to be his kryptonite. How'd that play out? Yeah, Ski Mask. He's a little bit bigger, but do he look like he's 2 weight classes apart because Keyshawn don't want to make weight? Oh, he's saying they're going to switch up. Oh, okay. Let me ask y'all another question. Now I'm really getting ready to hurt some feelings. Isn't Shakur way bigger than Tank Davis? Main Biker, what's up? Blesses me love, what's up? Isn't Shakur a lot bigger than Tank Davis? And Tank Davis could say, I'm not a 35-pounder, I'm really a 130-pounder. Isn't he way bigger than Tank Davis? He fights at 140. Tank fight at 35 and really a 30-pounder. He said, no, he's not way bigger than Tank. Oh, my God. I got to go, bro. Kip 58, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. He said Shakur is higher than Dev pound for pound, but his best wins are Valdez washed by Navarrete, Edwin KO by Rayo last month, and Tio beat by Cambosos. Other wins within the last few years are Padley and Yoshino. Right. Kip, not to mention, Pugilist, what's up? Not to mention, Bam Rodriguez and Nakatani ahead of Devin Haney on a pound-for-pound list. Doesn't that sound ridiculous? Who is Bam Rodriguez or Nakatani beat on the level of Lomachenko? Or even competed? Because Nakatani lost to Inoue. Clearly. Big Herm, my brother, back in the super chat. After Devin whooped Key, then he had cherry pick. Oh, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Big Herm. And then Big Herm, check this out, right? They put unnecessary pressure on Keyshawn. So Keyshawn loses this fight. Now what? Maya Egypt, the queen, she said, Blue, it's been a while. You're live tonight. Bless queen. Appreciate you. Y'all know once I get cooking, y'all know what it is. But that's what I'm asking y'all. Oh, this idiot comes here. Oh, Bill Muntz. Goodbye, brother. I don't want you there. You a straight idiot. Goodbye. Here they come with this saying, oh, I see what's going on. Bill is lining your pockets. Shut up. Yo, I can't stand you, man. I can't stand y'all. I can't stand y'all, man. I truly wish you jump in the air and stay there. I can't stand you. I can't use the words I want to use to describe you. But I can't stand you people, man. My brother, the General 7-8 Sports TV in the building. What's good with you, General? He said, my bro Blue, what it do? Salute to the chat. Salute 7-8 Sports TV. I really can't stand these people, bro. I really can't. I really, 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 really can't, bro. They are the problem in the sport of boxing. They are everything that's what's wrong with the sport of boxing. I cannot stand them. Drew Titan LLC, the Drew, my brother in the building. What up with you, Drew? I can't stand these people, bro. I literally can't. They are destroying. Oh, Bill is paying. What? Somebody tell me what I said that was incorrect. That leads you to say something as dumb as saying, oh, Bill must be lining your pockets. What? Bro. Freedom March, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said having Kitty Cat Kerr above Dev on the pound for pound list is indigenous. Insidious. Excuse me. I can't even see, bro. Let me put my glasses on. I can't even see that well. He said having Kitty Cat Kerr above Dev on the pound for pound list is insidious. Where was T.O. placed for Kitty to be placed there? Right. Ski mask. Me too. I'm with you, bro. I wish Devin just don't even mention Shakur. He don't want to fight. He's not confident, bro. He told us all the time. Welcome down. What's up? He has told us, bro, the fact, ski mask, the fact that Shakur went on a platform and actually said, if Lomachenko can do it, I can do it. That lets me believe, that leads me to understand you don't believe you could do it. And then he says something as silly as saying, I'm just DF. What's up? He says, Devin can be 20 to 25 pounds heavier. It won't matter. Then why the hell are you trying to make him fight at 144? Just let him have the 3 pounds and fight him at whatever way he is. He can rehydrate to 20 pounds and 25 pounds bigger than me. If that's the case, then just fight him at 147. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? If you don't care, if he's 20 to 25 pounds heavier than you, then why are you trying to make him fight at 144? It lets me know you think that you're bigger than Tank, and you don't think Tank can beat you because you're bigger than Tank. Welcome down said, you guys keep bringing up Shakur. Just focus. Go sit in the kiddie table. Go sit at the kiddie table, brother. Victor Mack, what's up, family? Go sit at the kiddie table, brother. On that note, man, I'm going to get out of here, man. I'm going to have my cheat meal, which is not cheat meal. I'm going to have the Yasso ice cream. I happen to like that Yasso ice cream with a protein cookie. That's what I'm getting ready to have. And my stomach is getting ready to talk to me when it's over. But I'm going to have it because it tastes good. So I'm going to have a protein cookies and cream cookie to go along with my Yasso cookies and cream ice cream. That's going to give me about 900 calories together combined. But I burnt off about 700 calories today. And I didn't eat a lot of calories today. I had eggs, egg whites with flounder, green beans, and mashed potatoes. I did have, I put a little sour cream and cheddar cheese on the mashed potatoes, though. Big Herm, my brother in the super chat, says Shakur always been the bigger guy in the ring. Right. He wants to be, he's confident that he can fight Tank and beat Tank. It lets me know now. It's not about skills. He looks at Tank Davis and he's like, I'm bigger than him. And all I got to do is stay away from his power. And I could beat him. That's why he's confident in fighting Tank and fighting guys at 135 because he's going to have the advantage. How come nobody says you just fought at 140? You're not smaller than you just beat Teofimo Lopez, who you was bigger than at 140, who beat the man at 140, Josh Taylor. So why don't people say, because Shakur has had one fight at 140 and became a champion. Devin has had one fight at 147 and became a champion, right? And immediately people say that Devin Haney is too big to fight Shakur. Well, how come nobody says Shakur is too big to fight Tank Davis? Randall Anderson, salute, family. Stop Line said, okay, goodbye. Yeah, I'm blocking you. Goodbye. Have a safe trip. The General, 7A Sports TV in the building and super chat, dropping that cinco on your boy Blue. He said, to all the haters, DHP made us all millionaires. LOL. What has Shakur, Tank, or Keyshawn done for y'all? Just going by y'all logic. Right. Just a bunch of knee pads. General, they buy them an endless amount of knee pads. George Quillis, what's up? Do I take creatine? Yeah, I take creatine. Creatine is good for your brain and your memory. So I take creatine with glutamine and L-arginine. It's good for your brain. Creatine is good for your brain, man, your memory. People always look at creatine and then the first thing they think of, yeah, just for muscles. And no, creatine is good for your brain. It's great for your brain, bro. Advanced Intellectuals, what's up, family? So, hey, Gomez, what's up? So how come nobody says, is Shakur too big for Tank? And why is he picking on Tank instead of fighting the champions at 140? That's right, because Shakur told you he's too small. Go Hunter, what's up? On that note, man, I'm out of here, man. I appreciate y'all coming through, stunting up, holding your boy Blue down, and showing me love. Much love. Ski Man, he said, Blue off topic. Teofimo Lopez have a championship fight. He just lost to Shakur doing spin. People will be sticking together, fighting. Yeah, politics, bro. Ski Mask, it's all politics. Just like pushing false narratives against other fighters is politics. Salute to Boyle Heights, Los Angeles, LA in the building, man. Salute, Ferno. Big Herm, my brother, back in the super chat. Shakur fave for Devin is Loma, who lost a unanimous decision. Right. But according to him, it was a draw. Can't. So, good night, baby. So if Loma fought Devin and they fought to a draw, and then you saying Loma could make this make sense. I'm all big. Salute, family. Yeah, you catch me late because I don't really do, I just come. Sylvester Simon, 2011, what up? I don't really do live streams, man. I just do my uploads, bro, because you see people just make you lose brain cells. Like this, the dude come in, oh, Blue's blocking people for opinions again. Bro, I can't stand y'all, bro. I really can't. So I can't. I decided to remove that at the sacrifice of my peopleizations who I love y'all, but I just can't. I can't do it, bro. This sport is filled with a bunch of people, bro, that's just they're just poisons to the sport, bro. They're 80%. I want to say 70% of fans are poison to the sport of boxing. It's 30% of us that are truly boxing fans. The rest are just poison and narrative pushers, and it's just nasty work, bro. It truly is. It's just nasty work, bro. The sport it's ruined. It's ruined, bro. It's ruined, bro. Look at this comment right here. This tells it all. These comments tells it everything. look at this comment. Look what this dude says. He said, make this make sense. Your mandatory is Keyshawn, but isn't it trying to fight somebody else that's not ducking? You don't want to fight him. Just give up the belt. Well, he was already negotiating with Shakur before Keyshawn became his mandatory. People don't even choose to educate themselves. D-Man Jr., what's up? They just speak because they can, because boxing allows it. Devin was negotiating with Shakur before Keyshawn even became the mandatory. Not to mention, Shakur and Keyshawn share the same manager who petitioned while negotiating a fight with Devin and Shakur. Petitioned the WBO so that way he didn't have to continue to negotiate for Devin and Shakur because that's the fight he don't want to make. Oh, Stokes, what's up? Then he threw Keyshawn in as a roadblock, and you going along, get along. Then you go along, get on. Yeah, well, he should just drop the belt then. Yeah. You got your mandatory now. Yeah, what about your mandatory? Man, make this make sense, bro. I gotta go. I appreciate y'all, man. Prices for everyone. My brother, salute, family. How you doing, man? Yeah, he's the mandatory. You need to fight. Now everybody knows now everybody talking about the mandatory. Oh, Keyshawn's the mandatory. He's the mandatory. Bro, this is why I can't stand this sport. Lone Star, what's up, family? They don't have common sense. None. Crack World, what's up, family? Keyshawn and Shakur have the same manager. The manager is negotiating to make a fight with Devin and Shakur. Then he petitions the WBO to make Keyshawn Devin's mandatory so that way Shakur can get off the hook. And y'all saying it's Devin Haney. Bro, hey, bro, you can't make this stuff up, bro. But then they're going to say, well, where's the proof they was negotiating first? I ain't see that proof. Hey, bro, I got to go, man. I appreciate y'all coming through, studying up, holding your boy Blue down and showing me love, man. This sport, I never seen nothing like this, bro. I've never seen anything like this. Nothing. Devin is too big for Shakur, but Shakur is not too big for Tank. But Devin is not too big for Keyshawn. But because Shakur said he never fought at 147, that makes Devin too big for him. Yet, the fact is Keyshawn has never fought at 147, and they're both at 140 right now. But Devin is picking on the smaller guy to fight the smaller guy? So y'all don't care that Keyshawn is the smaller guy. The question I have is why aren't y'all saying Devin shouldn't even be fighting the smaller Keyshawn and he should be looking to fight the bigger Ryan Garcia? 7 grams, what's up? Or who's another champion in the division? Or he should be looking to fight another welterweight and not actually fighting Keyshawn. By your logic, he's picking on the smaller guy in Keyshawn as well. But because Keyshawn got heart and Keyshawn truly believes in himself, and Keyshawn says, I don't need stipulations, catch weights, I'm going to get the job done. Because Keyshawn has that mentality, then y'all view Keyshawn as not the smaller guy? I got to go, bro. Make that all make sense. Run that back when I end this and make that make sense. I need y'all to run that back and make that all make sense. Just think about what I just told y'all. I'm gone. Peace.